Hey, everybody, guess what?
What?
Nothing. Hey, everybody, guess what?
What?
Doing it my way. Hey, everybody, guess what?
What?
Ching chong, ching chong. Hey, everybody, guess what?
What?
100 episodes.
Wow.
100 episodes, ladies and gentlemen. And I am so excited to be here. I think I'm lying. I think there's a lot of pressure on me right now.
Why?
And I feel just overwhelmed with all the stress because, you know, I feel like people think that the 100 episodes supposed to be like magical or something, but it's not going to be.
Oh, come on.
It's just going to be what it is.
Come on.
Okay? And I want to say this to you, all of you in the room and outside of the world. May peace enter your heart. May joy and serenity seep inside your eyes so that you may see the light. And I appreciate all of you listeners. May God be with you. And I've been reflecting a lot about us as a group, as a family, as an army. And I'm the captain. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah.
And Slap King and Urban Bobby, all that stuff. But, you know, we all met in different times, and there's an origin to this podcast. There's a mythology to it. Ooh. And I'd like to talk about how we all met and how this podcast got started. And I know a lot of people that have been listening to us over the last year, you kind of know, but fuck it. We're doing it anyway. And I would like to start off with the way I met George.
You met George before me, huh?
I did.
Yeah. So you've known George longer than...
What happened was when they were starting Maker Studios, I came in and they wanted to sign me up to do videos and stuff. And I came in and they said, what about this, Tarika, all these people as producers. And I could see one guy raise his hand and go, I want to do it. But he had this Timothy McVeigh vibe to him. Like, does this guy has a U-Haul? And he looked like he had a U-Haul and he was like making bombs.
He looked like he had a U-Haul.
Yeah.
He still looks like he has
a U-Haul.
I honestly, when I first met you, George, I was like, anyone but him. Like, I'll take the gardener. I do not want him.
Just based on appearance.
And I sensed
just based on energy, appearance, skin color, all of it.
Skin color.
I'm like, I can't do it. And then like a couple of months, you do some videos, and people leave. Tarika is doing this. Mickey is gone. All these people leave, right? And then through just the years, George was left. But let me say,
persistence breaks resistance.
Yeah, that's true. And the reason why I like him now is because you can tell that he is into it. And he has changed our lives for the better. He has helped my brother out immensely. And I hated you, but I think there's a little love there now. So I met George, and then I met Kalila off of Tinder. And let's be real. Let's not like hide, you know.
We're open.
Can
It's
I tell
real.
you what? Can I paint you the scenario of how I swiped left? How I swiped left.
How?
Right.
I was actually in bed with a boy named Cal.
I remember him.
Really?
Yeah.
I met him.
Oh,
You met him?
wow.
What?
Yeah.
So I was having, at this point in my life,
I've always
I was
wondered
just,
because like Bobby lives up here and
Yeah.
you were living down in Long Beach, so I
Yeah.
was like, either her range was set to really far,
yeah.
or she was near here somehow.
No. Her
And
range
I was,
is
how old
far.
was I? 27. So he lied about his age. Because I was only searching up until 40. So I was going, I think my range was like 32 to 40 years
That's
old.
what I'm doing wrong.
That's exactly what you're doing. You have to lie on the fucking thing.
And
Dude, you're
So-
22. Remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
So he lied and said he was 37.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can you let the dog in?
Yep.
Thanks,
Yeah,
George.
get the dog in.
And at this point in my life, I had just, been having like casual like hookups with guys. So I'd been seeing this guy for like,
A
2
meathead.
months.
Nice
He
guy.
was a meathead.
But he's thick. Like a thick, bulky.
Sweet boy,
Bodybuilder, juice
young,
head.
22.
Think Bane with no mask.
Oh, okay. That's
Like
a huge
kind of a
motherfucker.
big, thicker white dude.
Yeah.
And he was young, 22 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Young
Played
dick.
baseball.
That young,
That young
dick.
Yeah.
And
Like there's a little acne in it.
Oh,
right.
its
Because
voice
so
is a
young.
little deeper
yeah,
voice.
Yeah.
Starting to change.
Squeaky.
Squeaky voice.
Squeaky cum.
Yeah, squeaky.
Yeah. He goes, like that.
And he got older. Went,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And I think that we had just finished hooking up. I was going through Tinder.
Yeah.
Because I really didn't care about him that much. And I think that I was very clear with him that I wanted nothing more than just, a physical relationship. And so I saw Bobby's name and I even turned it. I was probably naked. And I put I showed him my phone. I was like, oh my God, look who it is. I'm going to swipe left. I swipe right, I mean.
Is that good? Right's good.
Right's
Right's
good.
good.
I forget.
Right's good. Right's
I
good.
didn't
But
swipe
did you
left.
think that we were going to match?
Of course.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Cocky motherfucker.
Yeah, wow. You assume.
Okay, hold on.
Because let me say this. I didn't think that you would have swiped right. That's where
Really?
I was, yeah. I'm like, there's no way about trying.
No, because I know how men.
I'll give it a shot.
I've seen men Tinder. They just swipe right at everything. They
I
don't
don't.
discriminate. I think
I'm
women are
very
a little bit more
specific. Oh, are you?
selective.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And so
My dick is so dead. It's got to be complex pussy for me
Very
to fucking hard, bro.
specific.
and so that's how it was. I showed it to him, and then we matched, and I was like, "Oh my God, Cal, look who I matched with!" And he was like, "Wow, that's crazy." And
Yeah.
Fucking this guy. Talking about
Yeah.
that was the beginning of it. And,
And then I remember meeting Cal at one of your birthday parties at
we're
the
still
karaoke.
friends now. Yeah.
So I saw him, and I could tell that he was like with her, kind of.
he wasn't with me.
I know, but he was there, and you
I've
know
just
that
had sex with him.
right
Date.
Yeah.
But I knew, I knew that there was something there.
He was cute, right?
He's really cute, yeah. And I'm just like, I don't want to compete with fuck this shit.
fuck that.
And then she broke up with me on Facebook once.
Oh, how do you skip to that?
I go from there to there.
you broke up with
Yeah.
Facebook.
She broke up with me
within
on Facebook.
within 2 months, no, within a month of dating him.
I don't want to get into it because it's going to get personal.
No, it's not. But within a month of dating him, I had some like weird symptoms, and I went to go get a CT scan, and they found a mass in my lungs. There was a huge mass in my lungs, and in my head, I was like, I remember when the doctor told me the news. She was like, "Hey, it doesn't look good. This is what's going on." And in my head, I was like, "Oh my God, I have lung cancer, and I'm only 27 years old." I was like, "How did this happen?" But then, so I had just started seeing him 3 weeks into it. So I was like, I don't want to get into a relationship with anyone. Like, I want to focus on like feeling better. I just assumed it was something bad. So over Facebook, I was like, hey, so yeah, I don't want to see you anymore.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Yeah. And
Because I rarely check my Facebook too. So I don't even know how I got it. But
and then he was like, are you crazy? I don't care if you're not like, if you're sick or whatever.
right.
Turned out to be benign, thank God.
Ooh.
But that's how, yeah. And then can we move on beyond you and me?
no.
We're still at you and me?
Yeah. And then what happened after that was, when did we commit though?
January. No. We committed already verbally, but we.
Here's how I know though that I think
Oh, you're a piece of shit. This makes me angry. This part.
this is how I know I go, this is the right one. Because I did the worst thing you could possibly do.
What?
And she still stayed with me.
She went-
I announced her abortion on David Cho's podcast
Oh yeah.
while she was at the abortion clinic.
That's your litmus for knowing that she's the one.
Yeah. And when she didn't break up with me, I'm like, she's the one.
She stayed in it.
Because that's a lot of bullshit you have to deal with.
Oh God, the internet.
Yeah, I told my brother, I go, dude, relationships is like how much bullshit the other one can take. And she has a threshold for bullshit. Like a deep chasm
it's
of
huge?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's huge. Because the kind of shit that I do is like unbearable.
You go deep.
I go so deep. And she's just like, I'm gonna have to let it go. This is what it is. Right? So that's how I know. And then how'd you meet Gilbert, Kalila?
Well, let's not. Before I even met you.
You guys already did something together.
Right. So, in a podcast, without my permission, he goes on David Cho's podcast and he says, "Yeah, my girlfriend now needs 2 dicks to come." So he tells a story about how
Yeah, I remember that.
How previously. That was really creepy the way he
Why
said
did you
that.
smile, George? Can we talk about
Fucking
that?
gross.
Oh my
what
God.
I just saw.
I saw it too.
His face got red and happy. I remember that.
She saw it.
By the
It's
way,
so
guys.
gross, dude.
By the way, guys, we have Dorothy at our greatest TigerBelly fan
Yeah.
here joining
Yeah.
us today.
She's
She was
sitting here.
handpicked.
Handpicked.
So yes, he goes on a podcast and he's like, my girlfriend needs 2 dicks to come.
I remember that.
Oh yeah, it was really fun.
And then that's kind of where the whole world of podcast, that's where the seed was planted in my head. Because Bobby's like, you know what? Why don't you come on the show and tell your story and sort of defend yourself? I went on David Show's podcast, didn't defend myself. I ended up
Oh, you did.
expanding on the story and fucking myself over. And I got so much like internet vitriol from that. Like, this girl's a sociopath. She's basically like, because I had a polyamorous relationship before. I was the fucking spawn of Satan, basically, right?
Yeah.
And
Like her Tinder profile said Wanderlust.
I didn't say I would never put. Ew, that's some basic bitch shit.
You put white girl Wonderlust?
Yeah, she did.
No.
Wanderlusting or
I would
something.
never put.
Do you know how I know it is there? Because I had to ask you, what's Wanderlust?
I did not. That's not what
That's
my bio
it. Anyway,
said.
yeah, it did, but let's move on.
Fact, move on.
It's a fact, but move on.
Wonderlust USA.
Was I a bossic bitch like that?
Yeah. You said
Maybe.
Wanderlust.
Jesus.
So
we went on the podcast, and that's when the idea of I never even understood like the world of podcasting. And then we did that. I was like, oh, maybe we can down the road. This is something that I would be interested in not doing for myself, but even like producing or being a part of.
So then she one day said, I want to do one. I didn't want to do one because I was going to do them with Fat Black.
Eric Griffin.
Fat Black.
And Eric and I went to All Things Comedy even, had a meeting. They're like, we'll sign you guys up right now. And then he went on the road, I did, and then we just never did it. We just, you live your life and just never did it. And then she's like, I want to do one, and I want her to do one. She wanted to do an all-girls one. I think that was eventually the plan. Maybe her, Asa, some other people. So I remember going to the Guitar Center to get some of the stuff, remember?
No, we had a smaller mic for myself. And
Yeah,
we
we
would
went
sit
to
on
guitars,
the floor.
yeah.
I would attach a mic to the computer on GarageBand.
Calamity, right?
And there were no tables, and I would just record. And I recorded 10 episodes, some with myself and some with Bobby. And after the 10th, 11th episode, we thought, like, this isn't so bad.
We thought, let's just do it for real if we're going to do
Yeah.
it. And then I met you, Gilbert, during a fight. We had a fight. Jenna invited you.
Pacquiao fight.
Pacquiao fight.
Yeah, Jenna invited you without my permission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, who the fuck is this butterfly of a fucking Filipino bastard? And you came flying into the room.
I actually remember
as if
this
you
now.
fucking own the place.
Also, I know what I wore now. I know why you say that. Because
Yeah.
why does he think I was so gay? I
He
wore
was
the
so gay.
tightest pants.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, who's this fucking Wanderlust gay dude?
Stop using Wonderlust. Now that you guys can't keep
yeah.
using Wonderlust.
I mean, dude, I swear to God, I thought that you were a full-blown cum juggler.
You know what? I know based on my extra small H&M shirt, yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
can
was
see that.
crazy. And I go, oh, that guy, is he nice? And then like, he's a comedian or he's a sketch guy. I go, no, there's no way.
Cum juggler.
Yeah, cum juggler. And then when we did this and you said that we needed an engineer or somebody to help us, you volunteered, right?
Yeah, with
She asked me at Priscilla's Coffee.
Well, we had tried recording just you and I, and the computer crashed. Everything went to shit, and a whole hour had been lost.
Yeah.
So I was thinking to myself, who can do this? And then Jenna was like, "Hey, Gilbert's really good with computers." That's all she said.
Liar.
Yeah.
But she's also shitty with computers, so me being good at
Right.
computers, like helping her with email.
Yeah.
Right. So I was like, "Hey, do you want to just sit in as a third person and just watch the program run and make sure it's running while we talk?"
Yeah. That's all it was. Just hit stop.
Yeah, hit
play.
start and then hit record.
Why did you
and then
want to
hit
do
stop.
that?
Well, she asked me just like, can
But
you
why did you
help?
want to do it though?
Honestly?
Yeah.
I get to meet Bobby Lee.
Well, that feels good. And that's the real.
I didn't even know she was dating you. And then Jenna was like, oh yeah, she's dating like this. First of all, Jenna didn't know who you are, idiot. She's like, what? She's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, Jenna knows who I am.
no, that time?
Yeah,
Yeah, she did
I'll tell you
already.
why.
But she went, like,
because when I
comedian.
first met her was at the Comedy Store years ago, and when I first met her, I thought she was cute.
What?
Yeah, but then she opened her mouth.
You Wonderlust?
She opened her mouth, right? And I'm like,
Wonderlust
oh
bitch.
shit.
Wonderlust bitch.
Yeah, she was Wanderlusting me,
she was
man.
Wanderlusted.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, no. So she knew I was, because I'm friends with Esther Pavinsky.
Yeah.
So and they're friends. So then, but then when you did the podcast, I think, I thought, oh, this guy's funny. He kind of knows what he's doing. And
Yeah.
I think it didn't take that long for me to go, he just should be a part of it.
Yeah, and when I had met him, we met at a coffee shop for the first time, even before you met Gilbert, sweetie. And I remember I was wearing pajama pants and looking like pretty disastrous.
Wanderlust.
Wanderlust.
Yeah.
And he basically roasted me at a coffee shop. He's like, "Who the hell are you? What are you wearing?"
Yeah, I was like, really? What? I was
He's
just
like,
making
"What?"
fun. I make
Yeah.
fun of all Jenna's friends.
Yeah.
They're all like hippies.
Yeah.
You look homeless.
I
when
look
saw
homeless.
you.
I love it.
And so I was like, "Hey, I kind of really like this guy. He's sort of like a bitchy kind of dude. My kind of
How did McVeigh get involved though?
Timothy McVeigh."
Yeah.
Timothy McVeigh got
Message
involved.
me and you.
No, he
Or just
didn't.
message
He
you.
No.
his cousin left a comment on one of
Well,
our.
I'd emailed Bobby and he didn't respond. So
Of
that's
course
the
he
beginning.
didn't.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
You should know that.
Nope.
Yeah, I know.
Nope.
So Bryce left a comment
Bryce did.
and tagged George. George, why aren't you working on this on one of our TigerBelly Instagram photos?
Ooh.
And then I replied with, "Yeah, George, why aren't you?" Because I had met George once at Maker, and I knew that you had been working with Bobby.
I responded. If they're ever having a Hunger Games for who can be Gilbert's assistant, I'm in.
Oh, that's
And
right.
I was like, Bryce, is
So
this
you
is
wanted
this
to
clever
be-
enough? Is this right enough?
I
Will this
remember that.
will this get their attention?
Oh.
And
So
Bryce was like,
you were willing to be Gilbert's assistant?
I remember that.
Oh my
Oh God.
Wow.
anything to get in the foot in the door.
Wow.
Wow.
Hustler.
Hustler.
Wanderlust.
And Gilbert learned on the job how to.
Yeah, because that other guy,
Edit.
you guys, I'm not gonna say his name. The other guy you guys had before me.
We had another guy.
long before.
long
Who
before.
was it?
Come on.
No, tell me who it is.
Sorry.
Who? Oh yeah, I remember him.
So I had to learn everything from him, which
That's
wasn't much.
right. He was the
Yeah,
guy, right?
He was the guy.
And then something happened. and
I know
then-
what happened.
Well, something happened.
A lot of things happened
well,
with that guy.
Something happened. Okay. So then I came in. That's how it all happened.
That
Yeah.
g's completely out of our lives. I haven't
He's a
even
good
thought
guy,
about.
though.
He's a great guy. I haven't talked to him in like two years. I forgot about him.
Yeah.
That's right, Alex.
He taught me everything.
What? You're not taking that out?
No, we're not. I'm just marking.
No,
But-
well, you're not marking it either.
It's not marking, Bobby. You got it.
No, but he's a very well.
You know what? I'm gonna say his name 20 more times.
It's fine.
You can. He's just he was very expensive, and I
was
know
too
at that
expensive.
time we could not afford him and his skills.
And my skills were
so
free.
Gilbert's were free,
Free.
and even though they weren't probably very good at the time, we were like, "Fuck it, let's roll with Gilbert."
Yeah. YouTube, baby.